I'm on top of the world. Sorry, I just had to do it. By now, you know you're watching Xtreme Motion, and I'm Rance Adams. We're hanging out at the Mobile Skate Park Series' biggest, baddest, most twisted contest of the year. And it's right here in our backyard, North Hills Mall in North Richland Hills. Off the chains. If you didn't get a chance to make it out here in October to see the contest live, we've got you covered. We've got interviews with some of the hottest stars in extreme sports, and we take a look at the hot, up-and-coming faces that you should be on the lookout for. Up next, we're going to talk to the man who runs this whole series, Mark Shays of the ASA. Sit tight. Who wants to make some noise on Xtreme Motion? We're giving that opportunity to local unsigned bands and musicians. We're on the hunt for CDs or DAT tapes that we can use for various segments of the show. We'll even use video footage if you have any. Hip-hop, punk, metal, we'll listen to and view anything, but only a select few will make the cut. Send your stuff to, you know the address, it's on your screen right now. If your sound is featured on Xtreme Motion, we'll give you name credit and we'll pass along any website info. Bring the noise. So, being one of the men who created the Mobile Skate Park Series, you gotta understand Mark Shays stays very, very busy. Luckily, our man Jason Cox caught him for a quick interview.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Jason Cox with Xtreme Motion, and finally, we have tracked down one of the guys responsible for putting on the MSS contest here, Mark Shays. How you doing?
What's up, man?
Pretty good. So, what's going on here?
Right now, pro skateboarding on the vert ramp. We do a lot of different things. Obviously, pro skateboard days, pro bike days. There's the inline world championships at this event, plus the amateur championships. There's a World Cup amateur skateboard contest, and the entire park is open to the public as a free skate park, or as a skate park throughout the week. So.
Right on. Now, this isn't just a contest happening here. This contest actually travels around the United States. I've been to a few of the events, missed a couple, but exactly whereabouts is this contest going?
Well, it goes across the country. So, started in Los Angeles or Southern California. Then we went to Milwaukee for Summerfest, Baltimore, and then down to Texas.
Are there any more contests going on this year, or is this pretty much the last one?
Grand finale.
What about next year? You guys plan on coming back?
Similar kind of thing. We want to do four big events with the MSS. Next year, rumor has it that Jason Cox is going to be winning them all, but I have nothing to do with that. I just want you to know.
I'm flattered. Well, so you guys plan on coming back to Dallas, though?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Well, you know there's the new park being built.
Right, the new park being built. You guys have a lot to do with that as well. So some of the people that have missed the contest this year definitely will be back next year. Just look out for a lot of the schedules on Xtreme Motion, and that's pretty much it. Well, hey, thank you for the interview, and hopefully things go well this weekend. Can't wait to see you back here next year.
Thanks, man.
Thanks. I'm Jason Cox with Xtreme Motion.
The ASA crew put in mad construction to make sure this was a world-class event that would attract the world's best skaters. The lovely Laura Potter caught up with skateboarder Paul Zitzer in between tricks.
Hi, I'm Laura Potter. I'm here with Xtreme Xtreme Motion. We're at the Mobile Skate Park Series in Dallas, Texas, and I'm talking to Paul Zitzer. He's one of our professional skateboarders who's flown in from all over the world to come today to skate for y'all. Paul, how did you get started in extreme skating?
Well, it was about 1985, and a kid in my neighborhood skated by one day, and I was like, that looks fun. So I met him, started hanging out with him, started using his board, and that got me into it. That's all it took. It was just fun.
So now what's your favorite trick that you do?
Pretty much any trick that I land and don't get hurt on, I guess. But now 540s and tricks where you're spinning and you're kind of scared for a second, and then it's sort of relief when you land. Those are good tricks. I have fun doing that sort of thing.
Okay. When did you end up turning pro?
It was about 1994. When skating was at a real low point. There were very few skaters, so it was kind of an easy time to turn pro, but it was good for me. So that's when so I've been pro for about 6-7 years.
Okay, now the question that fans out there want to know, especially skateboarders, how do you like your board? How do you like it set up?
I think it's pretty standard. I ride like a 8¼ inch wide board with a 14 3/4 inch wheelbase, which is pretty big, but it's good for vert ramps. Most street skaters ride a little bit smaller boards. I ride venture trucks and about 60mm wheels, so it's a pretty decent setup.
How do you feel that bigger board benefits you?
Well, it's just more stable. Like if you ride a little board on a vert ramp like this size, you're going to be wobbling around and it's going to be hard to control. But a bigger board is more stable and makes you feel more comfortable for sure.
Now tell us who your sponsors are.
Reef Shoes is my main sponsor. They hook me up the most. And then Lost Clothing also. They bought me my ticket here today, so thanks to Lost. And Venture Trucks. Those are my main sponsors.
Thank you, Paul. From Xtreme Motion, I'm Laura Potter.
You don't get any bigger than this year's BMX Vert Contest winner, the Kevin Robinson. Right after this break, we're going to catch Kevin as he comes off the vert ramp of this year's competition. Stay with us. This event is huge. It attracts the biggest names in the extreme sports world. Our man Jimmy Coleman catches up with the winner of this year's BMX Vert Contest and the last stop of the MSS Tour. It's Kevin Robinson.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Kevin Robinson, Kevin Robinson, Kevin Robinson. Can't say enough about this guy. Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
This guy's having an awesome year. You got like so much going on competition-wise this year. Learning all these crazy flare variations, doing all that training out in Camp Woodward. You got any new variations we haven't seen, you haven't thrown down this year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always working on something new. Me and my best pal here, Tom Stover, we always plugging away at something. James Vestwick. Man, the sessions we have now at Woodward are just insane. We got more guys moving there.
So you guys are piling up the numbers up there, so you're giving those Greenville posse a run for the money, huh?
Yeah, it's funny because people joke around like it's Greenville battles Woodward, you know. It ain't like that, you know. Like all those guys we're all good friends, you know. We all support each other, and these contests here are just fun, super laid back, no pressure. Just come out here to have fun. So this is what biking's all about.
This is the season of tours and contests and everything that's going on. There's like what, 15 to 20 contests this year?
This here is my 20th contest this year. So
see, how many medals have you got so far this year?
I just said this is my 4th one of these, so.
If you put all those things on, like that'd be a neck workout right there. If you put like all of them on at once and just start medal squats. All right, so all these kids see you on TV, they see you ride, and they know about your riding style. So what do you do when you're not on the bike?
I lift a lot of weights. That's pretty much all I do is lift weights and ride a bike. Now, hang out with my wife. My wife Chrissy's the best. No other person I'd rather be with. So when I'm not hanging out with her, though, I'm usually with Tom. We're usually lifting or doing something, or I'm playing golf. So
I was going to ask you, are you part of the golf crew out there? I hear they get some pretty fierce golf matches going on.
We get it going. Me and Mark Poderski and Jamie Bestwig, we go out and play. And in fact, I broke my finger this year playing golf. So
how'd you break your finger playing golf?
Got mad and hit my club against a tree and wrapped around and broke my finger. And then like 4 days later, I'm playing paintball and I get kneed in the face and got a black eye. So I think I should stick to biking.
Stay on the bike, stay off the paint guns and the golf clubs. Those things will hurt you. So anybody that, like, when you got started, anybody that you looked up to, major influences, maybe guys that are still in the circuit now?
For sure. Ron Wilkerson was a big influence on me growing up. Still is. His interview in the recent magazine was just unbelievable. I enjoyed it a lot. Matt Hoffman, without a doubt. I've been riding for Matt for almost 10 years now. I'm going on my 10th year now, and it's funny. I still sit and look at him, even though he's one of my closest friends. I look at him like, man, I'm riding for Matt Hoffman. It's still not a reality to me, and I'm still excited about it, and I'll never leave Hoffman Bikes. It's my home. So, those guys and my dad, my mom and my dad have been such a big inspiration to me my whole life. So, and all my brothers, my family, everybody that supported me.
A lot of guys learn a tail whip. First time they do it in a contest, they do it like at Coping. This guy does it like 6 or 7 feet out. What do you think of that whole scene in Philly with the arena crowd?
Man, that tail whip was one of the best moments of my life.
It was huge.
I was psyched. I forgot to do one today, actually. I got done with that, and I was like, I forgot to do a tail whip. I got another 20 or 30 contests next year. So I was
gonna say, at the rate things are going, probably double next year. Yeah. That thing was so big, me and Steve threw our headphones off. We were like,
let's hear for Kevin Robinson, and some noise out here.
Yeah, I didn't want to be one of those guys that come out and do it, learn a trick and do it a foot out, We're professionals, people want to see, if they want to see it, they want to see it big. So I feel like it's almost an obligation to go out and throw it big, or that's always been my style, is go big or go home. So. Also, I want to thank the ASA for putting on these events. The events was fun. All this year, every event I've gone to, it's super fun. Mark Shea's done a real good job, and they're real laid back, and I'm looking forward to doing them again next year. It's a good time.
Right on, Kev. Always a pleasure. Congratulations. One of the nicest guys you will ever see on wheels, Kevin Robinson.
Thanks, Jimmy. Kevin is having a phenomenal year. That means 4 first-place finishes on the MSS Tour this year. Up next, we check out the Go Pen. And then we learn how to take care of our boards with our man Greg Baer of Innovation Skate Shop in Arlington. So go get some munchies, come back here and join us for more Xtreme Motion. All right, this is totally unreal. I've never seen this at a contest before. Gas-powered scooters. As soon as I can, I'm gonna give it a shot. Check this out.
Into the morning sky. Turn on the
Now you can check out those things at goped.com. Craziness. Now we go back to our main man, Greg Baer of Innovation Skate Shop in Arlington. He taught us how to pick out our board, taught us how to build our board. This week he's going to show us how to make sure we get the most out of our board.
Hi, I'm Greg Bayer with Innovation Skate Shop in Arlington, Texas. Now that you've been riding your board for a couple of weeks, I'm going to show you how to maintain it. What you want to do is check all your hardware on the board. So you want to take your mounting hardware, make sure it's still flush, and that the nuts aren't loose. If they are, tighten them up till they're firm. Do not over tighten them. Next thing you want to check is your wheels. Make sure there's no play in there and that it spins as normal. You can check your bearings to see if there's any dirt on the cover. And also you can check your grip tape. If there's any dirt on your grip tape, you can take a toothbrush, a little bit of water, and a dry rag and scrub it and then wipe the water up. Be careful not to get water all over the board. It's the worst thing for your board and for your bearings and so on. What I'm going to show you how to do now is how to take your bearings out and clean them if you need to do that. So what you want to do is untighten it. To pull your bearings out, pull the wheel up to where your bearing's just barely on the axle and twist the wheel off of the bearing. That way it doesn't damage the bearing. Then put your front bearing at the end of the axle, twist the wheel once again. Now that your bearings are out, what you can do is take a Q-tip or even a clean, dry towel and just wipe this outer part off to get any kind of dirt that's off. Do not spray WD-40 or any other products on there. It usually just causes more damage to the bearing. To put your bearing back in, it's just a reverse of what I showed you a second ago, and this is a handy way to do it if you don't have a bearing press like I did on the last episode. What you do is put the front of your wheel on the bearing while it's on the axle, push down. And you lift it off, flip the wheel over, push the back bearing in. And then you just put your nut back on. And you want to tighten this down until where it's firm, where there's no play in the wheel, but the wheel still spins. Now you know how to maintain your board properly. I'm Greg Bayer with Innovation Skate Shop. Go out and have fun, and we'll see you next time.
All right, now y'all chill out. We're not done yet. We'll be back with more Xtreme Motion in just a few. We know you want to be down with Xtreme Motion, so we're giving you the opportunity to get crazy for the show. If you have footage of yourself getting your wild on or doing something related to extreme sports, drop it on us. It could be skating, mountain biking, rock climbing, whatever. Send your tape to Xtreme Motion, 5233 Bridge Street, Fort Worth, Texas, 76103. If you deserve a response, make sure you include contact information. Name, address, and a home phone number. We'll look at anything on high 8mm, VHS, and digital camera. If you're under 18, you'll need written permission from your folks. Here's the kicker. If we use your stuff, we'll hook you up with free swag like passes to some of DFW's most slamming skate parks or other cool stuff. Also, no safety gear, you got no chance. Send your tapes in now. Well, if you missed this year's Mobile Skate Park Series, you shouldn't feel too let down, because we're coming back next year, right here. Mark it on your calendar, put it in your Palm Pilot, go find your little brother and write it all over his forehead. Next year, Mobile Skate Park Series. Well, if you miss it, there's nothing I can do for you. For everybody on our Xtreme Motion crew, we want to say thanks. I'm Rance Adams. This event is huge. Very huge. That's all I can do. 2, 1. I totally forgot what I was going to say.
Salute for Rigno stunt double. You ever see that guy ripping his shirt off on TV on the Hulk? It's this guy, just he's not green right now.
Mark it on your calendar, put it in your Palm Pilot, spit up some more. Excuse me. Don't feel too let down, because it's coming back next year, right here at North Richland Hills. Off the chain. Then this year's BMX vert contest winner, the Kevin Robertson. After this break, we catch up with Kevin right off the vert ramp of this year's competition. Hang with us. You all right?
Okay.